So what's up guys, welcome back to the reaction series, and today we're gonna react to well, not react to, but we're gonna check out this video of education. New Year coming, a lot of people getting their keys in accordance to my inbox lah. And I think that this would help everybody. So this is BTO. BTO is from Singapore lah.
Hi guys, so today's video is going to share with you guys some of the renovation regrets that we have. So hopefully there will be some takeaway for everyone. And before we start, do remember...
Just when I thought there's no call to action, right? Straight away get into the video. Wow, nice! But you look into the channel, I think it's not bad eh. So shout out to Tang Sui Moi, because they are more advanced tips around high-rise living in Singapore, so I think it's always good to check. So I'm also inclined to check their apartment renovation tips. For landed one, I think Malaysia one more canggih lah, like the mansion crazy type, right?
And this video is brought to you by Home Trust.
Wow, sponsored already leh. Anyone wants to sponsor me? I think we also have things like that. I think it's Canvas, Atap.co. We have the Makeover Guys, of course. That one is if you want to do fast, right? Then we have the Easy Home if you want to do for own stay. So Malaysia has actually a lot of models. So some is like you just rent the furniture and you put out, right, and you rent out the unit. With that convenience, the rental model kind of works. Then we have investment model like the Makeover Guys, furnish then rent. Then we have customized. They are expensive customized or full ID customized. So all these is up for available.
First regret is our foyer area, which is actually this pink crack on our wall.
Foyer area.
So in fact, this is a half wall. So the left side of it is actually a
okay.
wall, a normal wall, while the right side is in fact a carpentry, which is the side of our shoe cabinet here. Yeah, so you can hear the difference when we knock on it. Yeah, so this is actually carpentry, which is wood.
We always look at joints between different materials. So in construction, we quite pantang about wood joint to concrete, concrete joint to steel, steel joint to glass. These are the joints that are always, if every time got something wrong, right, it's always there, those areas lah. And this one is when you have a timber and a concrete wall, so it's nice to flush, right? What should be done, even if it's masonry, which is brick to brick, it will also crack one. New structure, old structure, you add on, you repaint, skim coat, whatever, it's still crack one. So a trick that we use is we put in the chicken mesh, a type of netting to kind of be the binding for the outer layer of skim coating to not crack. But then it requires more work, more materials, more thickness to it lah. But then for Malaysia, like if you have other renovation, for example, your neighbor,
guess who?
It also crack one. And there's a difference between hairline crack than actual crack. So sometimes when you look into your beam starts cracking, then it's a problem. The debate here is then you ask the guy to come, that guy will just put another like plasticine plaster, then it just repaint, and that's about it. It will still crack again. It's not a long-term solution to it lah, unfortunately.
So initially when we first moved in, it was alright, but eventually the cracks started to show because ultimately it's two different surfaces here. So we did tell our ID, and then he did send the painter to come down to actually put more layer of plaster and paint over it. But over time, the cracks still continue to show. So I guess this cannot be helped.
Yep, so she said that it cannot be helped, and it's true. So maybe a nice way is to straight away divide into two materials. Or wallpaper, straight away one go. Maybe, yeah, wallpaper. Wow, somebody's learning very fast. Yeah, I think paneling is straight away. Because this is the thing that a lot of people don't notice, right? There are vibrations around the house all the time, just that we don't notice them only. So like when it's a very solid metal, right? A little bit then crack already one. So let's not expect that. Building shaking, right? Actually, a lot of things in the house also gone case.
So we might consider to use a wallpaper to cover up in the future. It really depends. We have shared in some of our past videos as well that the light is actually not right in the middle of our dining table.
I think they did the light before having the sideboard. I think lah. Because for those who are not sure, if you look into the makeover guys, we always use this also. So we always add two lights. One is in the living room as the highlight, not highlight, call what? Feature light. Highlight, bro. Then the other one is to actually highlight the dining table area. So by now, I live in the makeover unit, right? It works, man. You just suddenly dine like, oh, like not bad, huh? But if you, the danger of that is like this, though, because you are not very sure of the dining. Say suddenly, like because my kid hit the edge of the table, so here like whoa bengkak like shit. Then okay lah, we think like let's shift the table a little bit. Then once we shift, right, this problem, the light why is there.
But after the sideboard came, we were quite shocked by the size of it because it was pretty wide. And once we actually put it in, right, the walking space here becomes super tight. So we had to actually push forward the entire dining set. So we
90 cm clearance. So this is technically it's 3 feet, right? 3 feet. So it's ta-da. So it's you move out and it's easier lah.
So this is definitely one of our regrets, whereby we should have measured the sideboard before purchasing it.
And the worst part is if you want to relocate, like tough though. You need to rehack again. Then you need to patch back again. Then every time you replaster something, that's always the sign of replaster. And you know specifically it's replastered.
So coming to our dry pantry and kitchen area, we have two curved corners here, which we really love it.
The last Singapore house also we saw the curved one, right? There's a lot of curved walls, curved cabinets, right? Nice lah. Wow.
So if you check out the cabinets, right, this area cannot be accessed, which is a waste because we could have stored stuff inside. So what we can have done is that we should have gotten the carpentry to maybe cut out a hole here for us to access and maybe put some of the things inside that are not as commonly used.
This applies to our L-shaped kitchen, usually at the top. Right? So when it's the L, do you access it from this side or do you access from this side? Right, it's very weird. Right?
And next up is the sink area. So we got this sink from Blanco. Actually, we love it a lot, but I regret that you should have gotten a double sink.
Yes.
So this is like a single one.
Yes, double sink. One big sink is not going to help much. A double sink does help.
Perhaps you should have just went for the double sink instead. And next up, coming to our bedroom. So for our bedroom, we have two lights here. So the issue is that this is actually a one-way switch. So when we're in the bed area here, right, there is no way for us to actually off the light unless we get up and go all the way to the entrance right there.
No fan one. This one just happened to me yesterday. The fan is not responding to the controller. So I can adjust to number 3 or number 4, right? It's just stuck at number 1 for the whole night. Then can, oh yo. Sometimes these smart things, right? This tolong.
So the distance is not like super far. Like, I mean, it's in the same room, but you know, as lazy as we are, so in the end, eventually we don't really on these two lights.
How would I do it? So what the makeover guys do is the light. Usually it will be the fan. In Malaysia, we still use fan. Then we will pull another one next to the bed, so it becomes a bedside lamp. I think bedside lamp is very nice because if you think about hotels, right, why is it so exclusive? Because you have the bedside lamps, so you can off the light but you can still see the pathway back to the bed lah, at least.
Time at night, right, we were just on the bed headlight, which can be controlled
Oh,
just
they also
right
have
by
a
our
bed headlight.
Yep, so this is the...
Ooh, this is nicer. This is nicer than the our pendant light.
So for those who are renovating a house, you can consider a two-way switch. So one right here and one right by your bed. So it's easier for the control.
Yes, two-way switch is very, very useful. Very, very useful.
Or you can actually have a smart home, so you can ask Google to off it for you.
No, tolong, please, smart all this. Yeah.
So we have a mirror behind our wardrobe door here. So So we wanted to use this mirror to get ready in the morning, but it's actually very dark because there is actually no light here. So when we use it to do our makeup and stuff, there's a lot of shadow and it's pretty dark. So it's not that efficient. So beside this mirror, we also have a full mirror cabinet in our master bathroom. We do have like a warm light installed underneath, but it's actually not very useful.
And this one also my wife complains a lot. So we moved from one room to another. So the first room specifically, right, when she do her makeup there, it looks damn nice because the light is well designed. When we move room, suddenly you have a full-size mirror. At least there's a window right in front, so you got daylight still. But now when we move into the new apartment, you have a rental one, so the mirror is like that only. And then you behind the backlight, right? You look so dark. But guys, I don't even notice that, right? But for them, like you cannot see your eye when you do your eyeliner, right? Tak nampak pun. I think now a lot of toilets are already fully furnished, so that's great. Next level is to have a plug point with cover. So we can put our shaver, we can blow hair. Right now, ladies need to blow hair separately. They shower already, come out, blow hair separately, then go back and comb, then blow again. At the bed, then because there's no plug point in the toilet. But then if the only mirror, if it's in the bathroom, right? Oh, gone case. Then the next, again, it will be backlit mirror. So I like that a lot of developers are providing fully furnished mirrors attached with it, full size, nice. But once you install already, right, tak mungkin I a new buyer, I go and take out the mirror and put in lights again. Yeah, so developer, if you're listening to this, right, that would be the next level differentiation factor. Do it for the principal bedroom at least. For the guest one, for the kids one, that one, screw it up. They're not paying the money anyway. So I think for the principal bedroom, I think we should.
And next up is regarding the installing of PowerPoint. So, I mean, it's definitely good to actually install sufficient number, but I feel that we have a bit too much in our bedroom. So we have two right here, but in fact, we only use one of it for our hair dryers. And same goes to our bedside area. So we have two here as well as two more on the other side of the bed. So, in fact, we actually hardly use the PowerPoint here.
In the bedroom, got 6. Yeah, but what are you going to do with it in a bedroom? Okay, I don't know. You have special devices, I don't know. So like I'm using the bedroom as a work space right now. So maybe I'll need more. But there's always the multi-plugs, right? Bedroom, okay, you need one for your phone, that's about it, right? Then you need one for your diffuser, right? Then you need one for your hair dryer, Dyson fan. Oh, she got a Dyson fan some more on the other side. Then she needs oh, I got the air purifier. So I'm thinking in my room, I think my bedroom got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 is enough, so she got 6 lah. And I think it's 2 in one corner. I think she in total got 6. Yeah, I do agree. It's not so much of number, it's the placement and location of it.
So next up is our toilet door. So we did not get the HDB one. So these are swing slide door from PD Door. Yeah, so in fact we actually love it a lot. The design and the mechanic.
Nice, huh? I visited like 1,000 properties, don't even have one like that before.
So for this frosted glass, right, it's kind of translucent, so light can pass through. So for example, at night or way early in the morning, if someone to use the bathroom, right, it will actually disturb the sleeper. So we did think about it, and perhaps moving forward, we might not choose this kind of design.
So she mentioned about kacau sleep at night because if the room is dark, then the toilet is bright, then it will kacau, right? But I think it shouldn't be in the master bedroom lah. It should be in the public bathroom. So if it's the like shared bathroom outside, so I know inside got people or not. But again, how often you will have visitors at home lah? It's either you or me only. But I think these doors will work very nice for kitchen to yard. I would not know who is behind, like my wife do laundry, right? Then open the door like boom. Yeah, I think this will work.
Regarding the aircon trunking, so we did map out with the aircon company whereby how we want to run the piping, but we didn't go into the specific details. So in the master bathroom, right, our aircon company.
What is that? Oh yo.
So this is how it looks like beforehand, and in fact there is actually a crack, which is the piping wasn't very well done. So we actually quickly told the aircon company, and they told us that they couldn't change the direction anymore. It's like fixed. So all we can do is to actually box it up.
Ayo, this one. And this is the benefit of buying apartments with ready aircon points. A lot of people will then think, they only give aircon point, no aircon one. But at least, right, all the trunkings, all the wirings have been done. So if not, if you need to add, right, so usually they'll just like do box up. And if it's, usually in Malaysia, we just go through the ceiling, plus the ceiling across. And if it's next to the shower, right, every day you shower then, every day you get sim, see that one.
I mean, that was the best that we can do at the point of time.
Yeah, how?
So this is how it looks like now. We got our ID to actually paint it in grey color to kind of match our tiles as a way to conceal it. And coming to the last renovation regret is some misalignment issue which could have been done better. So this is an example whereby we actually have this green paint that we actually paint on the window side of our living room. So we should have aligned it together with our grout line.
Yeah, so like why that slight inch, right? And this is often the time how I gauge developers. I walk into the toilet, it's always the common area tiles versus the toilet tiles. And it's just to just match the lines only. And if they don't even bother doing it, right? They don't rectify it. To me, it's a standard thing for developers. The show unit that is used to impress your customers, you don't even care, right? Yeah, so that it is. Then a lot of people say, yeah, toilet tile smaller ma. Usually the outside tiles is bigger, and the toilet tile is like half of it. So ngam chun, the groove line will tie. And if you don't look into that, the wall and the floor tiles also have to match. Because that's the first thing I learned during architecture. Not during my architecture internship. I was drawing toilet for like 3 months. The first thing we pandang is like, okay, how do you start laying? A lot of people start laying from the corner, that's why I gonna smack. So it's always lay in the center. Then where is the floor track? So we need to crack one whole piece into 4 pieces and like, yeah, so we need to think about that. Chun, the center of the tile must be the floor trap, then we align, start from there. Then the mosaic for your feature, for your shower, all those has to match the grooves. So I think this is true.
There is a change of tiles from the living room to our bedroom area, from the matte grey tiles here to this wood tile. So we did align the wood tiles to the wall. Consider that there will be a skirting. Yeah.
But to me, this is like, okay lah, just kichi-meow things lah. But a way is to have a transition. So now between different materials, there's another different materials in between. So I think some developers use it. But this one, her standard, quite up there lah. And that's the thing, you know, right? To normal people, right? Nothing also, right? But to her, it's everyday, that bloody inch, right?
And lastly, at the entrance area, so initially we forgot about the skirting right here. So this was actually a highlight to our ID, and then he got the team to come down to fix it up. But for this new skirting, as you can see, it's actually not aligned with our grout line. Yeah, so all these are just some misalignment issues that we should watch out for.
Hey, okay though. For those who are watching so far, right, I think you can go and Tang Sui Moi on Instagram or YouTube. You just go subscribe to her. I think it's great tips so far. So because we are so used to seeing new houses from scratch, so I can identify like what is wrong, what is right. But until you stay in, right, you have your own preference. This does not come with experience because unfortunately, houses is a big ticket item. A lot of people only move house at once or twice, right? And if you have that amount of money, then you can make several learning experiences from mistakes. Not for everybody. A lot of people move house once. Okay, so I think these are valuable tips that I think everybody can apply. So to me, what hits the most is aircons, number one. It's a very weird thing last time when we moved house, right, my mom's time, you need to have fridge. must have a fan, must have lights. That's the minimum. Now we need fully furnished, right? Got TV lah, got internet lah, got aircon lah, got hot water lah, got all this kind of thing. So aircon becomes a necessity. So for those who are buying apartment that comes with the aircon, actually you save a lot of money. Now per aircon is like 1,200 average. If not, you need to buy one and you install, then the piping. So the ducting becomes the pain. There will be two ducting. One is from the blower to the compressors. So they need to hack the wall, need to patch back, then you paint, then it's just ugly lah, right? The other one is the electrical point. You need to on the main switch before you on the aircon. They will just lay like something like that lah. And a third party like outside, because if you hack inside the wall, then later got problem, also cannot. And it will cost more to actually add on aircon points. Electrical points. Always not enough because especially for more affordable projects, how they save money is usually on the points. So one bedroom they give 2, that's about it, right? But usually in principal bedroom, I think 3 to 4 will be better because you need a TV. If you need a TV in your bedroom, then not enough one. Then I think the more crucial one will be the lighting points, which is the table one. So what she done well is the track lights for the living and the sideboard. That changed, but I think that's the signature of the makeover guys also. We do a lot of them. But the pendant location focus one, that one, bo zun, right? Suddenly, why my side darker, your face so bright one? Maybe to change the pendant, I think. Yeah, I think the lights you can change into those like organic form, like jellyfish kind of thing. But I think like you can just adjust a little bit one, so you just blur the center line of the light. I think that will somewhat solve lah. Yeah, maybe a lantern or whatsoever. So it's not as obvious lah. Then the alignment thing, I think only they will know. My take, I would change the curtain lines. I will extend it all the way to look way better. I will add on feature walls. Then the cabinets, I think if you look into cabinets in the kitchen one, that's blue. Then in the bedroom one, so it looks like they engage separate contractors for different space altogether instead of one person going all lah. So this is an economic way of doing things. If you don't want or you don't have expertise, just get a ID designer to overlook everything to tie in a team. But if budget is a concern, then too bad lah. Yeah, so I think that's a very short yet very rewardful episode. I think that's all for today. Nothing much to comment, but I think I wish more things like that can be shared. Maybe I should do one since I'm moving into. I spent like $1,000 over bucks, right, on IKEA to furnish a fully furnished unit. Insane. So when I go into the unit, so then my wife is like, okay, I need to get things. Okay, like how much would you get, right? Then I go eat ice cream lah. IKEA, right? I go eat curry puff, eat ice cream. Then when she come out, hey, go pay the bill. Whoa, shit! $1,000 over bucks, eh? And when you move back in, right, it was so much that I need to deliver it. I cannot put it in my car. Then when I start installing, then I just pay for installation. Oh, best decision ever. Yeah, I'll share. I think maybe let's make a video about it. And I think that's about it for this episode. Thanks for watching and see you guys on the next one.